In today's vlog, we try a whole bunch of different things. So I'm here in the lobby of one of my buildings, and Brandon and I are talking about what we can do with today's vlog. And we're not going to show you apartments. We're not going to show you neighborhoods. We're going to try totally different random stuff all day long. Right now, we're in the heart of the historic district in Jackson Heights. One cool feature and way you can identify historic districts is by looking at street signs. You'll notice behind me, the street signs are actually brown instead of green. So anytime you see brown street signs, you know you're in a historic district. So the dude that created the game Scrabble actually lived in Jackson Heights. And in a lot of neighborhoods in New York, what you'll see is when somebody has done a lot for a neighborhood or a community, eventually they'll name a street after them. Well, they did something very unique here. And as you come up to the corner of 81st and 35th, you see your brown signs, as we discussed, being historic, but check out the one below. Hey, what's going on? How you been?
How are you?
Good, good. This is Brandy. It's my guy that makes all the internet stuff possible. Yeah. He's the guy behind the camera. So look around. Here's a floor plan. One thing that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Is this was all done by the previous owner. There was a little architectural, but it's very simple. So this is what it is now, but this is what it is now. Right, and you'll see this office is interesting, but actually kind of cool.
Oh, I didn't notice
But
that.
very easily could be cut back to this, to like a normal 3. So, here, look, I'll show you. So like, random, but I mean, I think they maximize what they could with this space for whatever their purpose was. You know, if you don't need it, or, I mean, to be honest, maybe you leave that there. Obviously, you'd have to do a little bit with the flooring, that's easy, but then just bring it here and make it like a smaller guest room with an, you know, right. The one thing to keep in mind is, so you have one bath there. Let me look at these. I don't think that either of the bedrooms have a bath.
Only two.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're encapsulating one of them into the room, which is fine.
So what do you think about this one in terms of pricing?
Let me do some research.
Okay.
Let me do some work. Let me run some comps, and then like midday tomorrow, I'll send you some stuff.
All right, cool.
All right?
Thanks.
Nice seeing you again.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you. Nice meeting you.
Michael again?
Nice meeting you. So right now, we're going to pop in. One of my boys throws a brunch party on Sundays. Well, come say hello. I want to say I'm going to have a drink. I just don't think I'm going to have time. And it's only 1 o'clock. What do you think? Drink? 1? Maybe? No?
It's always a good time for a drink.
All right. Maybe we have 1 drink, and that's it. We got to go. Luckily, the next open house is only but a couple blocks away. Cash only. That's the problem. Where's Cookie? I just kept popping in to say hello.
What's good, brother?
Show you
How's
some
it
love.
going?
This is Brandy. Brandy is.
Yeah. Good.
What's going on? Just working. I'm already on to second, third open house. Yeah, I was just on 77th between 35th and 37th. Before that, I was on 35th between 84th and 85th, and now I'm going
to. Around here, then,
yeah, I do a lot, all over. Yeah. Now I'm going to 73rd and Roosevelt. I have that luxury building.
Corner,
Yeah.
That building slide.
Yeah, but it's new construction. So like, you know how like most of the apartments over here are large and old and like you can fit a lot? Not there. So, you know, that's the difference between like how shit was built 50, 60 years ago and how shit's built today. It's just,
Got the rooftop up there, right?
there is a roof. We don't really use it because 2/3 of it's covered with solar panels.
Oh, get out of
Yeah. But there's a common outdoor patio that faces the city, so you still get that same city view. Yeah. How's things here? Good?
Good, yeah, but hopefully, get it rocking right now. Weed, and, let's see how the day goes.
So tell the vlog what you do here.
Oh, so I'm a visual vandal. I've been here 4 years, about to make 5. I've been doing a brunch party from 11 a.m. to midnight. So I kind of like created the whole format. Before it was used to be, brunch was an early thing. Now it's like night. So I bring all the DJs. We have, sangria, mimosas for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying, and all of that. So that's it. We do, make it happen for Jackson Heights. Only brunch. It's the only brunch in Jackson Heights, really.
Listen. And it's dope. This place gets packed. Packed! Give it like an hour if we were here 3, 4 o'clock. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah. There'll be people all through the back. Yeah. Even today with 30-degree weather.
Yeah.
You'll have it.
Usually start coming in at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. That's when they start coming in. They're already kind of trained. Like that's the time to come in.
Cool.
So yeah. So how's little man getting big, huh?
He's so and he's now at that point where like he's telling us what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too, man.
Yeah. That's it. This is him. Look, this is him now. He's getting so big.
Yo, Banksy's in town.
Hold on. I saw that. I saw your post, but check this out. You didn't see mine.
I done missed it.
That's him.
Oh shit.
My boy shot that. Didn't even realize. Sent it to his girl.
They're like, what's going on?
No. He's like, I guess anybody can be an artist because this guy's painting sticks.
And then next thing you know, it's Banksy.
And next thing you know, it's Banksy. Yeah.
And that's the dude right there.
Yeah. It's always good to come and connect and support with New York. You know what? That's the essence of the city. And there's a lot less of us that are born and bred and still here and true. So you're gonna see more and more of that. May it be a little urban, may it be a little ghetto. Yeah, but I'm a little bit urban and a little bit ghetto. So if you don't like this, I can recommend some other vlogs for you to watch. I won't say who, but I think it's quite obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Good. You're getting it? Cool. No, and I just wanted to call, see how things were going, check in, see what was cracking on this beautiful Sunday.
Oh, wonderful. Well, today is Juan's birthday. I am at the supermarket buying the ingredients. So I'm making a lasagna and we're cutting him a cake while his friends this evening.
Nice. All right, I just wanted to see how things were.
Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right, cool.
All right, enjoy your Sunday.
Later.
Hey, what's up?
What's cracking? I just wanted to see how everything was going.
Everything's good. They're probably to put an offer on 2 places, somewhat low, but on one of them. But it's a gut job. They're like saying it's not. It is. So, but then we're going to see more next weekend too. But they put their money where their mouth is. I've sold this guy before. Sorry, Josh. I stopped by to see my friend in Goodman.
Oh, so go do what you're doing and I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, peace. Later.
Hey there, you've reached Brian Henninger with Citi Habitats. So sorry.
Guess I can't reach Brian. I wish this guy wasn't fucking playing music in front of this, but... As you may know, Banksy is seemingly back in New York, and he recently painted this piece on the corner of Bowery and Houston. And as you notice, New Yorkers, tourists, all alike, are coming down and taking pictures. This may be the most common Facebook profile picture in the coming weeks, based on how many people we've seen here taking pictures just in the last couple of minutes. In the last couple of days, you've actually had people come and tag over this. You can find pictures on the internet, and because Banksy is so beloved, and because the message of this piece, street artists have come and painted over the tags to bring it back to its original state. It's been almost 5 years since Banksy was in New York, and now currently there are 4 pieces, 2 that are officially a credit to him, and 2 that we believe are a credit to him. I don't know if he's gonna be here for another 30 days, but I'd love to see it, and I think the art world would eat it up. were just down on Houston and Bowery. And if you're not aware, Banksy, the street artist, is in New York. And he did a huge piece on that wall right there that Keith Haring made famous. And we were sitting there for how long? 5 minutes or so? There must have been 200, 300 people taking photos of this piece. And it didn't stop. Like when we left, it was even more, like it just doesn't stop. So what does that tell me? So that tells me, one, obviously this dude, Banksy, has got a huge following, which I'm not surprised. But the other thing that it tells me, are you getting my audio levels? I just want to make sure. Yeah. All right. The other thing that it tells me is that the internet is an incredible thing. Now that may say simple, right? But here's how you got to really take hold of this. This information is disseminated through Instagram, through Snapchat, through Facebook, through LinkedIn, in a way that really grabs people to go do something else with their day, with their life, that just wasn't happening before. So what I tried to think about is, okay, well then what can I do? And granted, I have no aspiration, I am not paralleling myself to Banksy in the least, but what can I do to garner that same level of interest? And that's something that I'm trying to be cognizant of in pretty much almost everything I'm doing. I mean, Brandy can tell you how many times we talk about different ideas, different concepts. How about trying this and doing this? And you don't get if you don't try, period. That's just the long and short. So a lot of the ideas we have may not make it off the cutting room floor, right? But there's a bunch that do. And as a byproduct, it gives me an opportunity to engage, and it gives me an opportunity to provide a level of service, a level of giving back to you guys without asking anything. What is going on? I can't read your name, I'm sorry, it's in the car, I can barely see what's up, brother. So, I'm telling you this because I want you guys to continue to try shit. Trying new things is one of the essential points that will help you grow in the short term, in the midterm, and the long term. Because you never know what idea, what thing that you're trying is actually that next thing that's going to help you pop. So if you're not trying new things, if you're not tasting new losses, you're just going to continue to do the same thing that you're doing. Maybe you do a little bit better, but you're not going to see exponential growth if you don't exponentially do and try different things. That could be a micro segment. So you hear me say that could be a micro segment, right? So what does that mean? That means that very well could become a video that we end up posting on Facebook, Instagram. Well, we do post them on Facebook sometimes. LinkedIn, it's more of the box. You see the text at the top talking about what it is. You see the characters below. So it's Instagram created, designed primarily for, but it does work with a bunch of other platforms. So in creating all day long, it's something we're cognizant of more so now, because otherwise you're going back and you're watching however long this clip may be. So in this case, it'll probably be 15 to 20 minutes before I log off of here. So at least if you know, or if you have a point, it really helps on the back end when you're editing. Just fun fact, something we've learned that works incredibly well. So I really want you guys to try new shit. I can tell you it has been an integral part of my success, and it has opened doors that probably would have opened, but just not as soon. So I truly want you, oh my God, can you get any closer to my car? I really want you guys to try new shit. So we'll see if anybody has a question. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and I am more than happy to answer pretty much anything that you guys have. And if we don't get anything, I'm probably going to pop off and we're going to do the same thing momentarily on Facebook. So we'll give you guys a couple minutes. I need to find something to eat. What time is the open house? 6:30 to 7. I don't have time for that. We'll have to do it on the rebound. Chimpino, what is going on, dude? So if you guys have anything, I'll be like another minute or so. If you have any questions, like I said, post them in the comments below. Getting back into my extra work. Thank you for my... You're welcome. I am more than happy to help. I always have ideas. They may not always be the greatest, but they are generally very aggressive, focusing on you, kind of. So we'll give you guys a couple of seconds. Now is the time if you have a question, because I am about to pop off and do the same thing over on Facebook. And part of the reason, and I'll tell you this all now while we're giving you time to write, part of the reason I'll do it on Instagram and then do very similar stuff on Facebook is because people consume in significantly different ways, and ultimately, if someone is consuming more on Instagram and less on Facebook or not on Facebook, I don't want to miss them because I'm just on one place, not the other. So I think it's important to play where everybody is playing. And yeah. I asked you that because I am looking to do some other stuff, so that's ultimately what I was asking for. Yeah. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Wherever you are, put goodness into the world, and goodness will find you back. Peace. I feel like you say the same shit so many times. It's like, but I guess you have to, because people don't get it. Like, it's simple. Do different fucking things. Do different things. Do different things. Like, how fucking hard is that? Why is it hard? Like, why don't people do it? Is it because they're lazy? Is that it? Like, most people are just generally lazy? Like, what do you think?
I think, and for a long time it was like this for me. That I needed like instant gratification, or else I felt like it wasn't gonna work. And it wasn't until like I finally realized that you just gotta put in work to get a result. Like, it's just, you're not just gonna do one thing and you're a success.
Right.
So a lot of people don't have realistic expectations.
Okay, that makes sense. So even though I think that's part of it. I think there's also some of it that goes to the fact that people are, I hate to say this because I just like, I don't want to generalize, but I think people are generally weak. I think a large portion of the population have fairy tale dreams and, you know, significant lack of execution. And a lot of times it may not be their fault. It may be a byproduct of how they were raised, what they've gone through, so on and so forth. Is that on the floor again?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. Like, I want people to win. I really do. But most people won't. They just won't. And the more and more, I don't know if there's a formula, but I just know that I'm gonna cut off this car right here. I joked around as we were creating content that this may be like the most popular Facebook profile shot of people standing in front of this, but that's the point that we've come to, is people are now doing things to just show on social because we spend more and more time broadcasting our life onto social. So it becomes very important, especially if you are a person who is actively using it to promote yourself and your business and whatever your message may be, to be cognizant of the fact that the level of attention that's going on right now is incredible. And ultimately, as a byproduct, there's a lot of opportunity that's just falling by the wayside because people aren't trying. Now, this is true for everything. This isn't just Facebook. You know, you don't get if you don't try. That's it. Regardless of what it is, if you don't get up to the plate, you don't get an at-bat. If you don't ask the girl out, you don't get a date. If you don't ask somebody for a connect, you're there connectless. And this can go to absolutely any facet of life, business, whatever it may be. So I want you all to be cognizant of this, specifically around trying new things. This, I feel, is one of the life hacks that can really elevate you very, very quickly. This is where you possibly could see exponential growth in a very, very short period of time. Because ultimately, people are generally the type that stay in the same routine day in, day out, day in, day out. So if you're playing in a certain arena, that's great, but you're never gonna get past where you are if you keep doing the same things that you did that got you to that point. So ultimately, you need to take a step back and truly be honest with yourself. And I gotta tell you, I do this with me. Like, I'll have conversations with myself, and granted, I know that may seem a little crazy, but I really don't give a shit if you think I'm crazy. And I'll really analyze what I'm doing. I'm really analyze where I'm moving. I'll really analyze, you know, what makes the most sense. And Brandy's here. Brandy can absolutely tell you that we discuss countlessly new ideas, new content, new programming. What can we do? Because if I continue to shoot the same vlog day in and day out, day in and day out, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna be like, fuck this guy, Mike. I really don't want to see his shit. He's fucking in the same stuff all the damn time. So I really, truly, utterly implore you to try new things. I really feel like it's been one of my keys to success, and I want to share it with all of you. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer anything you have from pretty much any perspective. And yeah.